Very good afternoon. Now last lecture seen the loop diuretics, very potent diuretics. Now the example of that is furosemide. Furosemide. Example most commonly used and marketed name of that is Lasix. It's a marketed name. Is asked in the sometime question, write down the following drugs marketed name. It's a Lasix. Furosemide is a most potent diuretics. Is a potent diuretics. Clinically is most used. Onset of that is the one thing is important. Furosemide onset of action is very rapid. Rapid onset of action. Generally it is given by orally, by IV. It is given orally and the IV. In the IV is given within 2 to 3 minutes. It's given the effect. Sometimes it is given intramuscular, 10 to 20 minutes is onset of action. Orally is taking time is 20 to 40 minutes. See, the furosemide is having the onset of action is very rapidly. It is given intravenous, is produced onset of action 2 to 3 minutes. Intramuscular is onset of action 10 to 20 minutes, and the orally onset of action is 20 to 40 minutes. It is given. It is most effective with orally, IV and intramuscular. It is most powerful. The drug inhibits reabsorption. This is the furosemide. The drug inhibits reabsorption. The reabsorption of chloride ion in ascending in the ascending loop of Henle. Potassium and calcium mixture also occur. Potassium ion and calcium ion excretion is occur. Loss of potassium, calcium is occur. The side effects are electrolyte imbalance is the first side effects. Is cause hypotension and sometime allergic reaction. Orally dose is given 4 to 100 mg, or in pulmonary edema 40 to 80 mg is given intravenous. The most common drug are used furosemides. Okay. Another drug is ethacranic acid, is most potent diuretic, active orally or IV injections. Now another is a ethacranic acid. Ethacranic acids is most potent diuretic. most potent diuretic. It is effective orally and intravenous injection. The maximum diuresis is occur generally 2 to 3 hours is take. It cause ethacranic acid cause loss of sodium and chloride ion and depresses urine concentration mechanism. It also causes loss of potassium. It also cause of loss of potassium. Maybe even cause hyperglycemia. Okay. It is at various side of the nephrons. Generally it is used is the severe edema. It is commonly used in the severe edema. Swelling take place in the body. That time is used for. It is not used in other diuretics. Side effects are the same. It causes the electrolyte imbalance, hypotension, nausea, vomiting, and the diarrhea. Now, the next is the potassium sparing diuretics. The example is spironolactone. It is a category belonging to potassium sparing diuretics. Potassium sparing diuretics. It is act as a aldosterone antagonist. They block by the aldosterone antagonist. They are blocked by the aldosterone and prevent the potassium excretion. These drugs are prevent the potassium excretions. It is effective only orally. It is effective only orally. It is weak diuretic action. No serious toxic effect is not reported. It is a weak diuretic, no serious toxic effect. It acts as diuretic but depression of potassium, but depresses the potassium excretion. Its peak occur 2 hours and the lasting period is 10 hours. Now the important last point of diuretics is that therapeutic, so many times question asks, therapeutic uses of diuretics. It is commonly used for reduce the edema, reduction of any edema associated with sodium retention. as cardiac, hepatic, pulmonary and renal edema. Okay, now reduce the all type of the edema is associated sodium retention due to as cardiac, hepatic, pulmonary and renal edema. Second, it is used in the poisonous treatment of barbiturate. It is used in the treatment of barbiturate poisoning, barbiturate and salicylate. Okay, it is used in the treatment of next diuretics are used in the most cases in the hypertension. It is used in treatment of hypertension and congestive heart failure. Okay, next, it is used in the treatment of acute renal failure. Acute renal failure. The drug are used. Mannitol is a choice. Mannitol is a choice of drug. Next, another use of it is used to reduce. It is used to reduce ocular or cerebral pressure. Cerebral pressure. It is used in the next. It is used in the diabetes. Diabetes insipidus. Drug are used thiazide. Drug are used thiazide. Diuretic. Act as anti-diuretics in diabetes insipidus. Now thiazide drug are used. Thiazide nowadays are widely used to prevent the formation of recurrent calcium stones. And they act by decreasing calcium excretion. Okay, these are the uses of diuretics. And the last, antidiuretic. Last is the page either right on next. Antidiuretics. Antidiuretics are the drug which decrease the urine output. Those drugs decrease the urine output that called as the antidiuretics. The commonly antidiuretics are used for that purpose. Antidiuretic, that is ADH, antidiuretic hormone. Antidiuretic hormone that is called ADH, that hormone secreted by which gland? Posterior pituitary. Posterior pituitary gland along with oxytocin. Diuretic act by ADH, diuretic hormone is act by increasing the water absorption, increasing the water reabsorption in distal convoluted tubules. Where? In the nephron? Distal convoluted tubules and lobe of Henle. Okay. Sometimes it is acts as a vasopressor effect. Antidiuretic hormone, it is given an intramuscular, is given in the intramuscular. The usual dose is 1.25 to 5 units per 2-3 days. Antidiuretic hormone is mainly used in the treatment of diabetes insipidus. Okay, this chapter is closed. Next time we will see the chemotherapy. Thank you.